The management. We have Mr. Vivek Siddharth, the Chief Operating Officer of Caplin Laboratories, who joins us on the phone line from Chennai. Hi Vivek, thanks so much for joining in. You'll have received an approval coming in from Brazil. Could you tell us, is this the final approval, and also what kind of revenues, what kind of margins do you expect from this particular drug?
Yeah, this is approval for the facility. This is the same facility that was approved by the European Union about 2 months ago. This is the first step. The next step is the filing of the products, which is the dossiers, and once they're approved, we should be able to look at the commercial side of the business. But as we speak, I don't have an exact date on when the commercial side can be started, because it really doesn't depend on us on when the approvals will be received. But it looks likely to be around 18 to 24 months from now.
Okay, how soon are you looking to file for approval? But that's in your hands.
Yes, no, the first couple of dossiers are already filed now. There's some more in the pipeline, and as and when that information is out in public, I'll be able to give you more details on it. But again, very early stages, like I said.
Okay. Your Chennai facility is now approved by how many countries? Do you also have an approval from the US, or are you likely to get an approval from any other countries? Is that in the pipeline?
Yeah. Now, the European Union approval is done. There's a mutual recognition procedure that could be adopted for other regulated markets such as Australia, Canada, or South Africa, although these have not been started yet. The second approval is Brazil. We are in the process of filing our first couple of ANDAs by early next year. And once the trigger is done, I think sometime in 2016, we are expected to be compliant with US FDA.
All right, Vivek, how many functioning facilities do we have currently, and how many are we expected to see coming on stream?
Yeah, we have 3 facilities right now. The latest facility is the one that was approved, and as we speak, there are no further capex spend that we have in place for the next 12 months. But after that, of course, it's in the works. We're not really sure.
Okay. How big is the opportunity from Brazil? You must have identified that, because of which you would have asked for approval from the authorities there. So could you give us a sense of, the size of the Brazilian market, which is relevant to you all?
See, when you compare the Americas, after the US, Brazil is one of the biggest markets there, and it's a synergistic opportunity for our company, because almost 90% of all our revenues comes from Latin America in the smaller countries such as the Central American countries, Ecuador, Venezuela, and all that. So this is a natural progression for us to move into the bigger markets of Brazil and Mexico. Mexico is probably next in line, although I don't have an exact timeline for it. But Brazil represents a big opportunity for us, especially in injectables.
Okay. You closed FY15 with revenues of close to about 240 crore. How is FY16 likely to shape up? What could be the potential growth rate?
As we've given information before, we are looking likely to grow at 20-25%. We would like to undercommit and overperform as usual. We are quite conservative that way.
And one final question, could you just once again tell us about the US approval? When do you expect that? I think I missed the...
Yeah, we are filing our first few ANDAs by beginning of 2016. So that triggers the audit, and sometime in 2016, once the audit happens, we believe we should be compliant with US FDA norms sometime in 2016.
All right, Vivek, thanks so much.